morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is going on? What's up? Happy Tuesday. How's your week going? How's your day going? 1 to 10. How are you feeling? I mean, this guy. Happy day from Lisbon. Lisbon. How's Lisbon? When'd you get there? How long are you gonna be there for? Where else you going, buddy? Freaking Robbie, dude. Robbie's an eight. Robbie's an eight in Lisbon, y'all. Um, Dr. Feelgood. 7.5. Deadlines got me grinding. Look, I mean, we have to have our deadlines, right? They're not fun, but they get done. So keep it up. I mean, a 7.5 is still pretty good. So I'm happy. I'm happy you're feeling good. GM Mama Bear, how you doing? What's up? If you didn't know, I think you've been here, but we hang on Twitch. That's where you can get a little bit more of the chat action. I know X is a little harder to comment back and forth with these video streams. Like last I remember, they like takes you out of the video just to comment. So if you want to join us, feel free to. You don't have to though. Dylan, good morning. Good morning. Good morning on his drive. Feeling an eight. Nice. Awesome. All right. So yeah, we said Robbie's an eight. Robbie's in there for 7 days. Arrived last evening. This guy having fun. I love it. Getting steps in different countries. Literally walking around the world. Um, good morning, David. Always loving his commercials. 7 plus. Sinus robbed me of my energy. Ugh, that sucks, dude. That sucks. You know what I woke up to? Woke up to rain. Rain in June in Southern California. Like, what's up with that? That's that's just weird. Um, but like it's warm, so like still in shorts and a t-shirt. I don't know. Strange stuff. Strange stuff. But I'm feeling a little groggy today, so I'll probably join Dr. Feelgood in like the 6+7 category for me. Um had a couple of after work beers yesterday. I'm kind of realizing beer and alcohol is becoming slightly an issue with me, so I'm needing to step back and tone it down, especially during the work week, But my office buddy and we like to just kick one back and chat at the end of the day. So nothing too wrong with it, but it seems to affect me. I did get to sleep pretty early last night, so I did wake up pre-alarm this morning, which was always nice. That the body wakes me up instead of waiting for the technology to wake me up. Got to work. Like I said, it's raining, so do a little stretching, a little exercise after this call, and then get myself to work. Um, but yeah, feeling we're gonna do a quick little half day today, and then head home to see the wife and kids. Haven't seen them in whatever you want to call that, day and a half. So trying to get back on my schedule of spending mm, spending one night here, one night there, one night here, one night there. Told my wife that yesterday. So we were the weeks are slower now. But yeah, yeah, yeah. When you live in Arizona or any sort of desert, the rain is a positive. We don't get a lot of rain here either, but it's just weird when it's like those days where it's like you're trying to escape the heat, and then all of a sudden, like the next day, it rains. Hold on, everybody. Sorry about that. Little voice technical problems. So, all right. What's everybody what's everybody up to? How's everybody's work going? What does everybody do? What are you guys up to? Need to get to know you guys a little better. So fill the time and these little gaps when it's just me solo up here grinding away. I know Robbie just travels the world and looks handsome and walks. I'm just kidding. Um, does Robbie, you do something, right? Consulting or something like that. I don't, it's been, I haven't, it's been forever since I've tapped in. So a lot of people I just don't know. Um, so yeah, Dylan drives, professional driver for a living. Yeah, Robbie Handsome and sales. Okay, so there you go. What do you sell, dude? I teach healthcare professors how to teach better and students how to learn better. All right. Nice. Any like specific Dr. Feelgood, are you actually a doctor? Um Good morning, Brofit. Robbie sells software. All right, nice. Security, software security. I'm really curious is anyone else curious if Dr. Feelgood is actually a doctor? Um I always find that interesting. Profit, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, so I'm construction. I work in construction management, general contractor, build single family homes out here in Southern California. Yes, doctorate in physical therapy and education. Nice. So cool. Getting to know each other a little bit. Um, and yeah, we're gonna go into let's go into gratitude for a second. I've been on I've been on a little bit of a struggle bus with the gratitude. I mean, the stuff is it's Dr. Phil's. But I still come back to like the basics. Shoot, what did I even write? What did I even write this morning? Naps on the beach, happy clients, long smooth days, and short days. Well, that was very contradictory. So, long smooth day was yesterday. It was a long day, but everything went really smooth for the most part. I tried to utilize ChatGPT to help me with like a task list of stuff to do. And about 2 hours in the morning, I was going back and forth with it. And it just decided to like erase all my data somehow. And then even when I like said, "Hey, where'd my stuff go?" It was like, "I can't possibly erase your data." Just like oh, sometimes the arguments that I have with these robots in my life it just cracks me up, makes me smile, even though I'm upset in the moment. So we recovered decently, and I'm still not sure that's the way that I'm gonna go about that. One of the problems I have is task management. I start my days or end my days with a lot of things to do, a lot of things on my plate, and I try to move the needle on each one, but uh, for some reason, it seems like nothing can ever get done. Like fully done. Like when you have a task, it's like okay, I have to do this. Okay, so I'll call this person. The person didn't pick up, so I left a message. Now I'm just waiting. The task isn't done. I need the response. The response is usually, it's usually a back and forth kind of situation, but it's amazing how hard people are to get a hold of in days like this where, we should be able to get a hold of each other instantly, especially in construction. Well, I'm sure that's the way it is everywhere, but yeah. You could be it's the Dr. Phil thing. I coach what the WFH. What's WFH? People to excel. WFH. Writing books and chasing my girls on the next chapter of their lives. Yeah, nice. Grateful for the end of a 20-hour travel, 10 hours sleep, 5 miles exploring conference locations. So you're out there for work too, Robbie? That's awesome, dude. Um, have fantastic. You too, buddy. You too. Yep. I sometimes look, sometimes I get real upset with ChatGPT, but other times, I do like to take a step back and just laugh that, like, not only am I like having trouble with this super intelligent, like, robot learning, like, what my opinion should be relatively simple, like task management in a construction company, or like AI changing like a photo rendering. uh it makes me laugh to like think like that I know that there are a lot of people out there that like worried about their jobs, but I'm not too worried about my jobs. Hey, you found us on Twitch, there you go. Congratulations, here we are. This is the Twitch fam. We are here, so now you can chat a little easier and still watch and listen. So we do like that about Twitch. But yeah, it does make me laugh. All right, what's up, Jason?
What's up, Dom?
Good morning.
Happy day 11. I don't even know what day it is. No, it's day 11.
There's not like a nice big calendar where you put smiley faces next to each day.
Every day is a smiley face, Tom, on
Yeah.
summer vacation.
Yes, sir. How was yesterday? With your oldest. How'd you
Uh,
guys get along?
Yesterday was less than stellar. Yesterday
Ooh.
was a 4,
Okay.
and
All
that's
right.
and that's high. I was 7 or an 8, but I ended up having to take one of our cats to the vet for most of the day. Cat ate a piece of foam from something, and it has a blockage.
Ooh.
No bueno. So that's what I'm currently dealing with mentally. But I had a pretty okay night with all 3 girls last night to kind
Nice.
of to kind of bring me up to more of a 5 yesterday.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm gonna leave it at that for now because it was a long day and not good for cats. So
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
what do you-
We'll check back in.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know how it goes. And then I ended up having I did a couch sleep because my 2 youngest daughters fell asleep in me and Kristen's bed
Oh,
because she's
okay.
not here. So I'm fresh off of like an okay couch sleep. Wearing the same shirt as yesterday. I noticed when I logged in here. So I'm in peak summer
Oh
right now.
no.
Same clothes, terrible couch sleeps. So
No,
how are
no
you?
one, no one noticed. No one noticed, but good on you for letting everybody know.
If anybody does notice, I want to be the one to acknowledge that I'm on day 3 of my 4th shower of summer break. So, gotta get a shower. Do we have a V moms? There are moms that jump in. Yes.
Yeah, there's not like a specific like how we're the V dads, but we are not exclusively dads. So we welcome the moms. We have like a V parents. Is that what it's called? V parents? V parents, V dads slash V moms chat on X. So Mama Bear, if you wanted to, we can add you into that. That's kind of like where a lot of us hang out. Other than here, this is just our daily show that we do. And the V dads, Ryan and Blaze, kind of started this, and they liked that name. They went with that name, but it's never been anything other than all are welcome. Parents, grandparents, expecting parents. Maybe one day we're kind of gonna think about being parents. Everyone's here, so moms, dads, and alike. So
It
you
seems
are
like
welcome to stay.
it seems like the chat is more representative of all parents. Um,
Hmm.
but we'd love to have moms, dads, even adults. Just as an adult, this helps. I feel like.
Yeah.
I learned the secret handshake to the check. The secret handshake is a hug, Doctor Feelgood. Always a hug.
I'll add you to the chat, sir. Um, I just forget. Yeah, yeah. You just gotta hit me up. You gotta hit me on Twitter, on X, and friend
Beautiful.
me, and then I can add you, all that stuff. So Virence. So what'd you think of the reading?
Still enjoying it. Love the focus on our habits as adult humans
Yeah.
or humans in an adult body. And very timely as parents. We probably all have things that we used to do before we were parents that probably got sacrificed. One thing that comes to mind for me is snowboarding. Um, which is now more of like a hobby. It's like a hobby level thing. Like, yes, I live in Colorado. I've not been in 6 years. Traffic sucks. It's not something that I desire to do very often. But
Yeah.
I feel bad that like we really haven't had our kids up yet, and that's kind of like a sore spot for me as a Colorado dad. But we do all the summer things. It's just such a gigantic investment now just for one day.
Oh yeah.
Um, and then uh, most of that's really it. Like I feel like most of the things that I do, I've either restarted in the past years or I've found ways to bring in my kids to it, which is a great uh, generation or regeneration of a hobby,
Hmm.
which I had not thought about when I was a young parent. I just kind of thought like, okay, these things I can't do anymore, like fitness. You learn how to. If you want to do it enough, you figure out how to make it work and involve your family in it, or kind of like today's page, you make the time for that self care, whether it's your morning reading or hobby or fitness or a walk, because they're important. It's like they are vital to you because you are still an individual. You got to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you put on anybody else.
Yeah, I like what you said there because I think that's the easiest. It's kind of like not, I wouldn't say easiest, but that's like the most obvious way. Maybe even obvious is the wrong word, but it makes sense that if someone were to tell you, yeah, when you get married, 50% of your energy goes to your spouse. And then when you have kids, 50% of your energy goes to them. It's like, okay, well, I have nothing left. And so the workaround for that is anything that you want to do for yourself or anything that you want to do for self-care, you just involve the people around you, right? So like if you want to work out and go on walks like Robbie does, like Robbie's a walker, well, he and his wife go for a walk. He and his dog go for a walk. Like I'm sure when his kids were in his house, he took his kids on a walk. Like it's one of the simplest ways to do that. And like the reading's saying to us, like our kids are watching us, they're learning from us. Like you want them to learn from your good habits. So bring them in on your good habits. Like I really enjoyed rock climbing, so I took Bailey with me rock climbing. She learned. I put her in classes while she was in classes. I was able to free climb myself. Um, that was really fun. I really enjoyed it. When she stopped, it sucked, but I kind of went on for a little bit by myself. And then I've actually been thinking a lot ever since Blaze brought it up with his kid about seeing if it would be something Bailey would be interested in doing again, or if it's something Brooklyn would want to do. So yeah, that's been something that I've been wanting to bring back, like talking about stuff that we miss or something like that. Snowboarding's another one. Like I agree with that. Like I love to snowboard. I grew up doing that. We've taken the kids, and we've put in that huge investment. I think once every 2 years, we take them. They ask for it a lot more, but it's like, man, the buying all the gear, especially after a year's worth of growth, like I don't know why these kids grow so much, but, yeah, it's tough. It's tough for sure. Even at the hand-me-down level, even at the hand-me-down stores. It's just it's a lot.
Yeah, it's almost like they've finally figured out the secret of where people spend most of the money, and that is on used things. Like we went to Play It Again Sports to get t-ball equipment and soccer cleats, and then another pair of soccer cleats, and they were cheaper, but like definitely inflation's definitely keeping up with the used market.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
That was an untouched area. I was thinking about the 50% rule, that where it's like you give half of your energy. Uh, a younger me would read that and be like, that sounds terrible, right?
Right? Who wants to be a parent?
Or get married. But uh, I would say that it's a sliding scale, like daily. It's a daily, hourly sliding
Oh
scale,
yeah.
and half the time you might be getting more energy, and half the time you might be getting less energy. It's not like you sacrifice half of everything. Maybe your money, maybe. Like I would say, I feel the money going away a lot more with kids, which is
Yeah.
also energy. Um, but yeah, some days you could be at your 90, and when you're 90, maybe even 100. I would say that when you're sharing your good juju, it definitely kind of gets amplified by your family. Then all of a sudden you're 1,000%, but
Mhm.
then you could be at 10% and the day's terrible, and then like everybody just kind of soaks in it. Every day is an adventure.
100%, man.
Ooh,
Ugh.
pros closet. We have a pros closet that sells
Yeah.
high-end bikes.
Hmm. I think we have played against sports out here too. Um, I've heard the name for sure, and not Plato's Closet though. Um, oops, sorry, we double clicked.
My
I'm
philosophy
bringing my
is
100.
I'm 100%. You go. I'll
I'm.
read the first sentence. You read this. Just kidding.
I think we
My
wrote it.
philosophy is I bring
Everybody's read it.
100%. Some days it is a total of 10%, others it's 60, but I bring all my 100%, giving grace to others and recognizing their contribution. Yeah, great mindset. That's great for everybody, especially kids.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. I mean, I don't I guess see I don't really think in like the percentage and the numbers like the whole like 9 plus club or like Rob, on the GMV friends is asking everybody 1 to 5, because he just wants to confuse the world. Um but for me it's just to just give whatever I can. If I need a little more, I try to give myself a little break, a little deep breathing, a little whatever you can. um, to just kind of, and then at the end of the day, just kind of do my best to 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 kind of think, have I actually done a good job this day? Have I wasted this day? Do I need to double down tomorrow? Like I'm not as good at the recounting the day at the end of the day, because usually the end of the day I go until I hit that like Dominic's fading hour and needs to go to bed. And then it's this morning that I reflect on yesterday, and then try to do a little better today. But yeah, I mean, to each their own. I love the best part about all of this is meeting other people that like are thinking about it uh in their own way, and like we all can bring a little something to the table. And I know we're all enjoying being in the presence of each other's company, and versus, we interact with all these other people during the day, and I don't know that the people that I interact with feel this way or think this way. You know, I'd like to say I should just ask them. I should just openly talk to them in the ways that I openly talk to you guys. But part of me is a little nervous to like, to get the response from them saying, "Oh, no, that's weird," or, like, "Oh, I have thought about that." Um, so, yeah, maybe something to challenge myself on in the future.
So you're saying
Like, I just wonder if other people in my life, like my painter, my flooring contractor, like my, clients, my, new friends, like, I would just wonder if their mindset is in the same, like, you know, analyzing, thinking about things, growth mindset. Like I think that's kind of the way that we all kind of categorize ourselves, as we're like kind of like a growth mindset type of people. always trying to learn, always trying to grow, always trying to improve, like that kind of stuff. Whereas some people I feel like they're just doing life. Like, and I was that way before too. Like before I found all this stuff, I was just doing life. I had a job, I had a family, I had some other stuff, and I just did it. Didn't think about like ho which part of it, like, brought me extreme value, which part of it was something that I should get rid of because it was, toxic, because back then it was just like I had to do it. I didn't have a choice. But now it's like I look at things and I'm like, "Oh, you know what? I might actually have a choice. I might be able to either not do that or do it a different way." And so I kind of feel like there's a lot of people around me that are in that mindset that I was in before. And I'm just it's always been a curiosity of mine, of like who around me is in on this level. Like who would I invite to this?
That's a great, yeah, that's a excellent observation. I think I've thought shades of that thought before of can I have these morning conversations throughout the day with people? I would say for the large part, yes. Um, like there's always going to be people that, well, you might catch people at the wrong time to do it. Like when you're talking about the job site, that might not be a thought that people might have, but I would say giving people the benefit of the doubt that they could connect to that somehow might do you some good.
Yeah.
And even like younger Dom and younger Jason,
Mhm.
I kind of feel the same way that you did. Like there was a time when you were just kind of grinding through and getting to the next day. I mean, sometimes it's like that,
Sometimes it still feels like that. Yep,
every day is a
100%.
grind. Um, but I would even give yourself the benefit of the doubt. You were probably thinking thoughts similar, just not as
Yeah.
developed. You didn't develop those muscles yet, you know. Um, like you were still probably figuring out how to make the day good. You were
Mhm.
still probably concerned about making your time worth it. You just maybe didn't have the tools to enact it.
Yeah, I think it's like we said, it's the tools, it's the readings, it's the perspective, it's the daily content, going from like humorous, like random videos to like, you know, wellness and health and, content of that sort. It was just different. Um, I love the chat going off and talking with each other. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining us, Mama Bear. It's been a pleasure having you. Please come back. We're here basically every day this time for about 30 minutes. So we're wrapping up the show right now. Um, we do read the daily passage in the book The Daily Dad by Ryan Holiday. So if you hear us referencing a reading, that's what we're talking about. Jason likes to read his at night or sometimes in the morning when he's late and forgot about it. And then I typically read mine right before the show starts. Um, if you are interested, I can, like I said, DM me on X. I can send you a screenshot of the reading. It's literally just a page. Takes about less than a minute to read, and so we kind of get to that point and talk about the reading a little bit. It's a really good book. We enjoy it. It's 366 pages because I think they count a leap day in there.
And
Page a
coming
day on parenting, and this month is June, so this month's topic, how did it go? It's cool. This month's topic is don't neglect yourself, lessons in self-care. So yeah,
for
we'll
30
find
days of self-care.
yeah.
Who is Mama Bear? Do you know Mama Bear?
I've seen the name around. I've seen her pop in, but I don't think we've like connected or that I've found her everywhere. It says we follow each other, so we definitely have people in common, and she has been around. So, like I said, I know the name. I just don't think that we're fully familiar with each other. I believe I saw that she's a mom of 4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did.
Let's send off the group today with a little bit more knowledge of Mama Bear. And I'm going to channel Ryan here because Ryan is the master of good
2
questions.
kids.
Mama Bear, we come over to your house. What meal are you serving us and why? Remember that was always Ryan's interview
Yeah,
first question.
he cracks me up. I can't remember what I said. So like my go-to at home is the easiest thing that I make is shepherd's pie. So I like to I've made that the
No,
last
not
2
you, Dom.
weekends.
Not you, Mama Bear.
I'm just killing some time while she types and thinks.
All right.
That's all. That's all, brother. But I think I answered differently in my daily dad interview with Ryan. Meal. A stick of butter, rice, and pork roll.
Super simple, nice and easy. Self-service, great for conversation.
All right.
That sounds like a friendly atmosphere. Not healthy. Who cares? We are parents.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes we need the butter rice.
No, Ryan's not here. We don't need to worry about being healthy.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate you all for chatting with us and hanging out. Love you guys always. And we'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys. Love you, Dom. Hugs all around, not handshakes. Enjoy
All right, buddy. You too. See you, bud.